Happy New Year, everybody. So, a little bit before Christmas Day, we had that whole Kaleidoscope, leaving DirectX and Hebot response to it. Now, Kaleidoscope, I love you like a brother, but common sense dictates if in the back of your mind the entire time you wanted to be a neutral, common sense dictates you shouldn't have acted like a fanboy, okay? Just pointing that out there. I'm very sorry, but it's just the way it works. I agree with Mr. Hebot that, if you didn't tell them that from the beginning and you did all that time with them thinking that they would certainly change their way of thinking, people don't do that, dude. I'm sorry, that's just the way it works. Normally when you go into this gaming business, you have a couple types of different gamers. You got hardcore, you got casuals, you got the ones who will have, hardworking families that only get like an hour a week. You got the dedicated ones who are legitly vampires, who legitly don't get off their system. You got a whole bunch of different types of people, dude. But like, whenever you're talking about like fandom or any types of fanboys or any types of like fan like material, you're gonna get people that okay, this is where the common sense comes in. Common sense dictates that if you want to make a show all about Xbox and your love for all about Xbox, common sense dictates what you're going to attract is fanboys. Because common sense dictates that fanboys know more about the product than the natural consumer because they're addicted to it and they are obsessed with it. So, my thing to you, Kaleidoscope, is if all this time you were really a neutral and you loved everything, you should have said that from the get-go. You shouldn't have acted, all pro Xbox when in all reality you love everything. So, I think that L falls on you, bro. I'm sorry. Shout out to Hebot and Kaleidoscope for acting like mature adults and, just telling everybody, telling, each other how they felt, both sides are decent dudes, but Kaleidoscope, you fucked up there. That's your mistake. Now, on to the requested common sense that, I have talked about before, but I've been requested by Mr. GamerPath. Shout out to you, dude. And he was telling me in a party about, online harassment and the Need for Speed game. Now, I'm not a racer type of gamer, so I'm not going to associate, my experience with online harassment with racers, but I will say that, we do have some trolls on that game, to say the least. And, Microsoft, if you could please look into that Need for Speed trolling, or the grieving. But people love to grieve. But anyway, the common sense to this would be that online, you're always going to have assholes. You're always going to have people that shit talk and people that want to belittle you. My advice as a mature adult, always, if you're a person that loves to play like game chat types of multiplayers or game chat types of games, just go into party chat, sit there and talk to your selected few people that you choose from, because that's what everybody fails to realize in this community as a whole, is that Xbox isn't really about talking in game chat no more, because Microsoft, lucky Microsoft, did that wonderful editing and watching over the game chats like speak talk, so they're monitoring it. So because game chat is now monitored, you can't really say what you really like to the opponent without the other opponent acting like a fucking sensitive pussy and basically reporting your ass. So the smart thing to do is always go in game chat, because in game chat's a lot harder. Something tells me that I think Microsoft will eventually fix this in time, but we will wait and see. At the same time though, my advice for anybody that runs into trolls online, just mute them, block them, or get out of the party. But I personally am not going to say that I don't approve of this, because I do it myself. I always find that whenever especially now that we're in the holiday season and you run into new lobbies everywhere, I find this is the funnest time of the year to have fun on games, because you especially for the the hardcore the addicted crowd who are always, you know, dedicated to the console, because they're on it every day. They probably have been playing these games since launch. All these new, you know, casual Christmas, you know, gamers come in, you know, because they can't afford it at launch, so they buy it on Christmas a couple months later. But by that time, a majority of the community, and this was a point I was making earlier on Facebook, was that the community is already amped up to 11 by the time the Christmas noobs roll in. So we're all ready to farm the living shit out of the lobbies. And the most that the noobs do is they mostly try to find their own lobbies. But unfortunately, sometimes it's unavoidable. You're going to be put into prestige lobbies automatically. And my suggestion, if you don't want to run into grievers on games, try to be ahead of the game and try to be the first one to play it, be the first one to beat it, so you don't run into grievers in holiday season. Last but not least, I want to give a quick, reminder. Everybody, we're all gamers here. We all strive to have fun, but I think, if you're gonna don on the shirt of a gamer, you're gonna go online and speak in game chat and online party chats and speak with other people from around the world. Try to at least grow a little tough skin so you're not as sensitive as other people, because the online world, it's a wonderful place, but it also is full of evil people. This is T Reaper, guys. Everybody have a wonderful happy holidays, happy new year. Hope you guys all had a great Christmas. This is Reaper, and I'll catch you guys later. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.